India becomes the fifth nation in the world to carry out testing of active-cooled hypersonic combustion engine. Now it's a game-changer technology. It changes the whole perspective when it comes to missiles. So I'll try to explain to you in context to time, distance and speed with the help of video wall right behind me and the map. And to take assistance, we take United States and China as a case in point. Now, the distance between America, that is New York, say, and Beijing would be around 12,000 kilometers. Now, 12,000 kilometers, hypersonic missile will take anywhere up to 19 minutes, maybe say to 20-25 minutes, depending on the speed. The speed of a hypersonic missile ranges from 5 Mach to 8 and even up to 24 Mach. So it can take up to 19 minutes, flat 19 minutes. But when we compare the speed to that of a Boeing airline, say it has taken off from New York and lands at Beijing, it will take up to 17 hours. So 17 hours of flying time is condensed to just flat 19 minutes. That is why this technology is a game-changer technology, and India has mastered the scramjet combustion engine, which means that India is in top 5 countries in the race. Now, to understand why this very latest ground test of 120 seconds is so important, do note that during this ground run, the technologies mastered have been to do with endothermic fuel and thermal barrier coating. Let's first understand what are the dynamic forces that affect a hypersonic missile at those very high speeds of over 5 Mach, and how the mastery over these two critical technologies have been overcome. A major fillip to India's pursuit of true blue hypersonic missiles, the Defense Research and Development Organization has successfully carried out a cutting-edge active-cooled scramjet combustion engine ground test for a duration of 120 seconds for the first time. The indigenous development of endothermic scramjet fuel, a first in India jointly developed by DRDO and the industry, is central to this breakthrough. It should be noted that when an hypersonic missile travels below 30 kilometers of ceiling at speeds more than sound, it generates a lot of heat on its surfaces, ranging from 1400 degrees centigrade to up to 2000 degrees centigrade. Now, it is the endothermic scramjet fuel that carries out a dual role. First is to provide thrust to the missile to achieve higher Mach speeds, and second is to keep the temperatures low of the missile bearable by other avionics on board this missile. India has also developed a new advanced ceramic thermal barrier coating having high thermal resistance and capable of operating beyond the melting point of steel. As these temperatures range from 1400 to 2000 degrees centigrade, they are these thermal barrier coating ceramic tiles that prevent this heat from damaging the missile itself. That means these technological breakthroughs will eventually pave way for India having hypersonic cruise missiles that can have speeds greater than Mach 5, which moves at 5 times the speed of sound or more than 5,400 kilometers per hour. If you recall, India had recently carried out a hypersonic glider test. It is basically a missile carries this glider at very high speeds and releases it up in the trajectory, whereby this hypersonic glider glides by its own to the target. It does not have any kind of rocket motor. Contrary to this, the hypersonic cruise missile has an end-to-end engine that generates a speed more than Mach 5. Both these tests are a huge success for the country, as India has both of these. So what are the 5 takeaways from this story? India's successful test of a scramjet engine in 2023 marked a significant milestone in aerospace technology. Here are 5 takeaways. First, advancement in hypersonic technology. The test has showcased that India's growing capabilities in developing hypersonic technology, which involves speeds greater than Mach 5. Scramjet engines are essential for these speeds, as they allow air-breathing engines to operate efficiently at hypersonic speeds. Strategic importance is the second takeaway. This achievement enhances India's position in global aerospace and defense technology. Scramjet engines can be used for a variety of applications, including advanced missiles, spacecraft, and making an important development for both military and civilian space exploration. Takeaway 3 is the improved efficiency. Unlike traditional rocket engines, scramjets use atmospheric oxygen to ignite fuel, making them more fuel efficient for certain types of mission. This could lower cost and increase performance in future space launches as well. The fourth takeaway is the indigenous development. The successful test, which was carried out by India's own effort, demonstrates its self-reliance in space and defense technologies. This aligns with countries' broader goal of reducing dependence on foreign technologies in critical sectors. And finally, the fifth takeaway is the future prospects. The success paves way for future innovations, including development of reusable space planes and long-range missiles. It also accelerates the pace at which India can make strides in global space missions and technology collaborations. This achievement puts India on competitive path along with global leaders in scramjet and hypersonic technologies.